joining me here today, my next full body workout here at Strength Camp, Yo Elliott. And right back where we started last week, full body workout A, Monday. Let's go. Starting with squats. No more silly squat bullshit. Playing with toys. I'm done playing with the toys. Going with the big boy front squats. Let me get my shoes on. Somebody asked why I wear these when I squat and deadlift. I like the angle, the height with the heels. I got tight ankles. Of course, I do my best to stretch and mobilize them, but when I'm squatting, I want that mechanical advantage. I'll do a couple warm-up sets. Then I got mail time. So the other day when I opened up all those random mails, we had cool things going on, gave me the idea that, first of all, you guys send me lots of packages and I don't get around to opening them in a timely manner. But this also gives us an opportunity to have whatever you guys send me displayed in these videos. I get them open, I can say thank you. So it's kind of like, multitasking. We'll see what kind of mail time we got this week. Hey, what do we have here? Let's take a quick look. This, I know who sent this to me. This is my friend, Josh Bryant. Sent this, he's got a new book. He comes out with some pretty cool books. Jailhouse Strong was one of them. Sent me a copy of that when he came out. He publishes lots of books on strength. Let's see what he got here today. What did Josh send me? Grounded in Gratitude, a call to action. That actually sounds pretty cool. Doesn't tell you what the book is about though. The authors of this Amazon best-selling Jailhouse Strong provide a guided journey of improvement that turns dreams and goals into goals and reality. With reflective thought, direct planning, and intentional action, you will be shown the way to enhance several areas of your life, ranging from athletics to finance to relationships. Oh, I get it. This is where everybody's going anyway. It makes perfect sense. We're all going into integrative stuff. No more divided and fractured living where, the career is good but relationships suck, or you're a mama's boy in your relationships and your body sucks, you're just fat. You gotta be all these things. And I'm curious how many of you guys out there are 40, in your 40s, I'm not even there yet, in your 40s or 50s, and like you're either just starting out or you're making that next attempt. A lot of times you were fit when you were in high school and college, life takes over, you completely lose it, family, whatever, career, you get out of shape, but then something starts kicking you in your head around middle age, and you want that piece of yourself back. You want that fire back. You want that fight back. It all starts right here. It starts with the body. You want anything, it starts with action. The body. So yeah, I'd be curious how many of you guys out there are either taking a second attempt or first attempt. A lot of times we don't grow up fit, but then we choose to be fit. Me, I've always been fit, always been strong. For the last few years, brought some injuries on, some reflection on, time off, just some reflection on what I really want, who I want to be going into the second half of my life. So I took some time off, and it's cool. It's humbling to come back, but it's cool. It's like riding a bike. Me and the iron have a long, healthy relationship with one another. Very healthy relationship with one another. I started lifting same time I started dating my wife. So it's almost like, you know, lifting and football and my girlfriend all kind of started my life off on one path at the same time. I was 14 years old. Here I am in the same love affair with the iron and my girl. Let's see how the height is. Grateful for the weights. Grateful for the resistance. Those of you guys who are struggling in life, or you're struggling with your wife, or you're struggling in anything, but you go to the gym and you love the gym and you love the iron, recognize that life ain't much different. That's why I created that video called Lift That Shit or Die Trying. It's resistance. Resistance is resistance is resistance is resistance. Whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional. Like our friend says here, non-dual. It's non-divided. It's one thing. Resistance is one thing. So whether we're doing it here to practice with our body, we're not just training our bodies, and you know that because when you lift that barbell and your mind ain't right, you ain't gonna lift it right. But if you psych yourself up, if you get your mind right, you get aligned, you're in integrity, you're a force to be reckoned with. And you could lift any resistance, any resistance. And sometimes the key to resistance is to yield to the resistance. That's a different story though. We'll talk about that another time. There's strength in yielding to resistance, and you gotta know when to do that. If you take a look, we'll do it now. If you take a look at like various forms of martial arts, for example, my brother and I used to do, he was big into Tai Chi and martial arts, my younger brother. And at the same time, he and I would be lifting, like, because we both play football, and football is very head-to-head collision. It's resistance in its most powerful way. We're lifting weights, and it's very obvious the resistance. Well, he taught me this exercise that he and I used to do called push hands. And so we put our hands up against each other like this, and it was almost like you're fighting, right? We're pushing against each other. But the key in this form of exercise and philosophy that surrounds it is to allow the resistance, the other person's resistance, to cause him to lose balance. So if I overcommit and he yields to my overcommitment, I could fall on my face. There's a way to work with resistance that's non-confrontational. We do this because I'm pushing straight up against this resistance. Football, resistance against resistance. And men, that's the way we think oftentimes, is resistance against resistance, fight with fight. But oftentimes the most powerful position to take is that yielding to resistance. If you yield to somebody who's coming at you, they fall on their face. Use that other person's momentum. He's coming at you, boom, you get out the way. You yield to his resistance and push him down. That's very powerful, may even be more powerful than physical resistance. Hey, look at this. This is from Ginger Island Packing Ship. Okay, we'll find out who it's from. The Elliott host. Man, you guys are so much love. I'm feeling so much love today. I gotta be honest, I was feeling a little low energy today, a little down. Had a late night. Last night, family was in town. I come here, and I just have all these blessings. All this nice stuff being showered upon me. Right? I got a good life. And I'm grateful. I'm thankful to you guys in a large part for my wonderful life. I don't take you for granted. What do we have here? Oh, some shirts. Look at this, you guys must know me. This got pineal glands all over, third eyes all over it. Baseballs. There's gotta be a reason. I think I remember the person saying that they wanted to send me these. Maybe there's a letter with it. Oh, I got lots of them. Limit. What is this? What's this one? This one looks pretty cool. Unorthodox, 1997. That's when I graduated high school. Unorthodox, it's better that way. Wow. You know what Ralph Waldo Emerson said about gifts? Which is pretty cool to see these gifts that you guys are sending me. The best gift giver doesn't give gifts he thinks that the person wants. He gives gifts that he wants to give, meaning it comes from his heart. So the best gifts are something that resonate with the giver of the gift. is his idea, because when you're giving a gift, you're giving that person a part of your soul. You're giving them a part of what excites you, what you're passionate about. Oftentimes, you know, in this prolific gift-giving culture that we have with Christmas and birthdays, and sometimes it just gets fucking ridiculous. I have kids, so I get it. It's crazy. That makes sense. Why so many fucking gifts? People are at a loss for what to give gifts about. So they give all kinds of, you know, bullshit. And then the worst position to be in is trying to think about, what does that person want? Because a guy like me, I don't want anything. There's nothing you could give me. I have everything I need. But when I receive these gifts that are a byproduct or an expression of your soul, it's so much more meaningful to me, you know? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for sharing your material gifts, and thank you for sharing your soul with me. I love you guys. Well, this is the final one for today. I'll open this one up, and I'll continue with my workout. Oh, Holy Quran. Thank you. This is like number 15 that I have. I got so many of these. My Muslim friends are fervor. Got a lot of fervor. You guys are fervent in wanting me to read this book. I would literally have a stack like this high. I'll get to it one day. But thank you, yes. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, that goes down here with the rest of these. Appreciate it. I knew, as soon as I saw that green and gold, I knew exactly what that was. I'm familiar. So, shout out to my Muslim friends here. I know that there's a lot of you guys out there, so here's my question for you. What's the best passage in that book? If you're gonna lead me to a particular passage in that book, right? Because Christians, they know off the top of their head, you should read this in the gospel. I know you guys, in a lot of your cultures, you memorize that book. I mean, that's powerful. I have some friends that can spit every single line from that book. If I have to open it up and I gotta read one, tell me, comment below, let me know what I should read. The essence. If you're gonna give me the essence of Muhammad's prophecy, his revelation, tell me what it is. Brotherhood, right? I mean, that's a big part of it, right? Brotherhood, love. That's really what it should be about. But we steady fighting. The teachers, the prophets, the manifestations, they come here with powerful messages of love, always. For every time, for every generation, it's different. The time of Jesus was different than the time of Muhammad. So the laws may be different. Their suggestions for how to live our life might be different. It's got to evolve with the time. But I like to believe that the true essence is always the same, which is love, which is non-duality, which is let's rise up out of our fallen state, right? Which is our 3D consciousness perspective. You gotta rise up out of it into 5D, love consciousness. Done.